So it looks like the new dialogue scene from the trailer is causing quite a stir online. Yo, what's good, it's the boy Do The Views, and it's been about 2 days since the second teaser trailer for Attack on Titan, the final season part 3, the final chapters special 2, released online, and so far on their official X account, it has a whopping 15.4 million views and counting, which is bloody brilliant, mate. And in addition to a lot of fans praising the trailer and being super hyped for the final episode, despite the controversial title, a new dialogue scene that wasn't shown in the manga was revealed in the first few seconds of the trailer, and the line says, and while a lot of fans were praising a lot of the scenes in the trailer, this one line that had no visuals caused quite a stir on X. The opinions are very mixed and quite divisive, but let's see the positive first. But let's see the fans who praised the line. Additions and clarifications, here we freaking go. Are people forgetting that this was the last thing Armin said to Eren before the final conversation? Makes perfect sense to me for Eren to bring it up. Armin, it's just like you said, I'm a slave to freedom. This line is so important in the context of the show, and its delivery makes it yet more beautiful. Can't believe they are expanding and giving us extra content. Visuals look amazing, and Yuki Kaji cooked with the VA. I already considered the AOT ending perfect, but I can't wait to see what they have added. So this is like the final trailer ever for AOT, right? Oh man, that's a new dialogue, right? Definitely gonna be peak. It's been over 2 years since the manga ending, and I'm still gonna say that I like the ending. So in the beginning of the new AOT trailer, Eren is saying, Armin, it's just like you said, I'm a slave to freedom. This line wasn't in the manga, so I'm glad MAPPA added it. It perfectly clears up all the misconceptions people have of Eren's character. I can't believe it will end. So many years have gone by. That phrase at the end sent me chills. Armin, just like you said, I'm a slave to freedom. I have heard it's not in the manga. I love it. That's in a monologue. This is an amazing line, by the way. It perfectly fits Eren's character and could have easily been in the manga. Stop being mad at the improvements. But what did that comment mean by stop being mad at the improvements? Well, while some people have praised this additional line in the trailer, there are those that haven't quite been so keen to the new edition. Let's read some of the comments. Somehow they managed to make it worse. It keeps getting worse. This is the dumbest line I have ever read. People need to learn that making opposite meanings forcibly parallel is corny as shit. Dialogue is arse. And while some people love and hate it, you have those that are somewhere in the middle. While they don't really like the line, they do understand its meaning and felt like the line was spoon feeding the fans. But let's read some of these comments. They really went F visual storytelling and had Eren say, I am a slave to freedom in the new trailer, as if his final titan isn't a huge puppet on strings. I'm not a fan of that addition as well. I guess they saw the IQ of a portion of the viewers and said, F it, we have to shove it down their throats. Okay, about the added line, yes, I have mixed feelings. It kind of removes some subtlety from Eren's characterization and spoon feeds the fans in a way which is not bad, but when there is so much visual storytelling and symbolism on Eren being enslaved by his freedom, it feels a bit weird. But judging and dooming the ending based on a new line which even manga readers don't know how it will play out is stupid. Also, I think it may be a reference to what Armin told Eren after the table scene. Also, Yukikaji delivery is so emotional, I'm actually scared. I prefer the visual storytelling a lot more, but I think they realized how brain dead most fans are, so they had to make sure we are all on the same page when it comes to one of the most important parts about Eren. They really spoon-fed us that line because some corny-ass teenagers wouldn't understand that Eren is not free. Corny-ass MFs, Win, Hayashi, and Isayama. So yeah, a lot of people are mixed to positive to negative negative with this line. But what do I think of the line? Overall, I'm more in the positive side of things. Any new addition is a welcome addition to me. I don't really have any complaints, and I do agree with the people that were mixed about the line, saying how it feels like a line that's spoon-feeding fans who don't really understand the meaning behind Eren's freedom and all that jazz. He is a slave to his future memories. He still is going along with what he saw in the future. True freedom would be to go against what you saw in the future, but he didn't. This line beautifully correlates Kenny Ackerman telling Levi that everyone is a slave to something in order for them to keep pushing forward, as well as from season 4 episode 14, where after Eren beats up Armin, he tells him, "Is this the freedom you wanted? The freedom to hurt Mikasa? Tell me, you are a slave too, and your masters are worthless bastard." But I think it could also be a response to the ending of the final chapter special 1, where Armin tells Eren, "Tell me, Eren, how exactly are you free once I rip you out of there?" It's in a way Eren sort of responding to that. But I don't want to dive too deep into Eren's freedom because we might dive into some manga ending spoilers. I truly believe that this is the screenwriters at MAPPA trying to cater more towards Western audiences, because a lot of media in Japan, when they describe how characters feel or how they want to show and display a certain emotion, they're more subtle in their delivery. They do tend to show us how a character is feeling versus actually sitting down and telling another character how they feel. They're not too in your face like a lot of media in the West. I do feel like the screenwriters feel like that's the majority of AOT fans who are more casuals are quite young, ranging between 17 to 23. Maybe they feel like young people don't quite understand subtlety in characters' emotions, especially in a lot of modern Western shows and movies. They do like to tell the audience how a character is feeling, and my gosh, there are some movies that will go on a 5-minute rant about how this person is feeling and why they are feeling it, instead of showing us why they feel a certain way. They are catering to modern audiences. Despite me being a bit more open-minded to the line and actually liking the addition, I must admit that I too also like visual storytelling, and I like it when things are shown and not told. The entire mixed response to Eren's new line in the trailer actually reminded me of a scene in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix and how people felt about that scene. Now, the scene I'm talking about is the Harry and Neville scene, and in the movie, this is what Neville tells Harry. 14 years ago, a Death Eater named Bellatrix Lestrange used the Crutiash's curse on my parents. She tortured them for information, but they never gave in. I'm quite proud to be their son, but I'm not sure I'm ready for everyone to know just yet. It's a good scene, right? Well, in the books, there's an entire scene where Neville, Harry, and the gang go to the hospital, and that's where Harry sees Neville's parents, who, after being tortured by Bellatrix, have completely lost their minds and they're not very well. And Neville's mom gives Neville a sweet wrapper, and to some people looking on the outside, that might be seen as a bit weird, but to Neville, he puts the sweet wrapper in his pocket as a sign that he appreciates the gift that his mom gave him. And I don't know, that scene in the books was quite powerful because Neville didn't say anything, it was just shown. It would have been so powerful if Neville had done that in the movies, showing us as the audience that Neville is proud of his parents instead of him telling us that he's proud of his parents. I suppose in a way that's sort of how I feel about this line. I mean, for crying out loud, Eren's founding tie-in design is like a puppet on strings. I think all the people complaining about this line just need to take a chill pill and relax. Nobody knows the context in where this line could be. I don't think it changes anything to any degree. It sort of is a confirmation to the audience that this is what Eren is truly thinking. That's why when they go into the final episode, they have that line in their mind, and it's sort of like a foreshadowing to what could happen in the ending. But yeah, I think this whole backlash towards the line is a bit ridiculous, but who knows, I could be wrong. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys think of this new dialogue. Do you think it was a good addition, or do you think it was a terrible mistake? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more Attack on Titan reactions, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy do the view signing out.